Sunflower Land is the most popular and best farming game that we have in NFT gaming right now. But if it's so good, why is their token SFL and their NFTs dumping so hard? Is Sunflower Land slowly dying? And you are watching the Crypto Herd. I'm Bruno, and today we're going to talk about Sunflower Land current status and its future. But before I get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know exactly which NFT games are worth your valuable time. Sunflower Land is this crypto farming game with this pixelated graphical style where you farm some crops and then you can sell them in the shop for SFL, their native crypto token, which can then later be used to craft NFTs, which main utility is to boost your farm's production rates. It has a huge community. This is the number of my farm, meaning that there are around 150,000 farms. Obviously not all of them are linked to active players, but still this is quite a high number for a crypto game. But recently, this team has been experiencing a huge decrease in the token SFL, which went from 40 cents of a dollar to 5 cents of a dollar in just a few months. Which could be a signal that the economy of Sunflower Land is dying and it's not sustainable in the long term. So now you wonder, why is this happening? Well, I do believe that there are multiple reasons for this to be happening. And the main reason why this is happening is because there are not enough incentives for players to spend SFL inside the ecosystem of Sunflower Land. SFL is used mainly to craft NFTs, and NFTs boost the production rate of your farm, which will lead you to have more SFL. But if SFL is almost worthless, then what's the point of crafting these NFTs in the first place? So what we need here right now is more engaging content and a better utility for SFL inside Sunflower Land. And the second reason is because we are in a bear market. And this as a crypto game obviously is also affected by the current sentiment of the crypto community. And then the third reason is that gameplay is not that engaging. Like in the beginning you're expanding your farm and you unlock new activities like the barn and everything else, but after a certain point it becomes a routine. Like there's nothing else new to do in this game besides collecting your crops, crafting the NFT. So we definitely need a better gameplay and more things to do in Sunflower Land to keep people engaged. Because right now most people are simply playing for economical reasons. Then the fourth reason is how this economy is built. Let's imagine that you're a really advanced player and you've unlocked all the features of your farm and you've crafted lots of NFTs. What else can you do besides dumping SFL in an exchange and increase even more its selling pressure? So if there are not enough players joining the ecosystem and sustaining SFL's price, then it's going to keep dumping and dumping, sinking deeper than the Titanic. But now you wonder, what is the team doing to deal with this? They're actually quite smart. They've implemented a few anti-inflation mechanisms like the halving event, where after SFL reaches a certain threshold in total supply, then the amount of SFL you get by selling crops is going to decrease by half. Then besides it, they also have a bunch of burning mechanisms. But obviously, as we saw before, these are not big enough to sustain its price. So they were actually quite smart about this. But one thing where they're not being smart is about the upcoming land expansion NFTs. So at a certain point, they're going to implement a new feature where you're going to be able to craft NFTs that are going to allow you to have a bigger farm. So in the beginning this could be good because players are going to be incentivized to spend some in-game resources in SFL in order to craft these NFTs, but after a while these players are going to have bigger farms, meaning that they're going to sell more crops, meaning that they're going to have more SFL. So in the short term this could be quite good, but in the medium and long term this just means that more players are going to have bigger farms where they're going to be able to sell more crops, and this is going to cause more SFL to exit the ecosystem. Now, answering the question of the video, is Sunflower Land dying? Economically speaking, yes it is, and it's going to keep that way if the team doesn't do anything about it. So I'd say that the main factor here is the lack of content and the lack of features where players could eventually spend these SFL and in-game resources. But well, let me know your opinion. Do you think Sunflower Land can get back on its feet? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the metaverse!